morning, I'm Michael from Moat Monster Toys and Gaming, and if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. So I really like a sort of mystery eBay package. I like it when I find a listing for something and I see like a hidden treasure within it. So I've had this eBay package turn up today and super excited to open it. Last week I did a Air Raiders video and I said I had a Thunder Hammer coming. This should be the Thunder Hammer. Okay, so the Thunder Hammers box is nasty. It's the only way to describe it. It's all held together with sellotape and it is falling apart. But I'm more interested on the little things that I've spotted on the eBay picture. So sliding it all through. Oh, got to be very careful with this because it's very old. And I already know there's a couple of broken bits. There we go, assembled. So that's quite cool. So I've been after one of these for a while. And even if this part's a little bit broken, actually, no one's gonna notice. It looks absolutely fine. It has the pipes in the bag, but this is what I'm excited to go through. So if we tip this out. So the first thing that caught my eye on this listing was actually these. Now, these have got absolutely nothing to do with Air Raiders. These, a little bit sticky, but these are, oh, it's got some pen on it. These are actually multi-bot from He-Man's guns. Now, there's my multi-bot, but look, just some random guns that I spotted in the picture. And then I'm like, oh, what else is there in this picture? So then we have the obligatory Starcom man that always seems to get a Starcom man lumped in with the Air Raiders characters. I guess they're a similar enough size that people don't really remember or know what they were. But yeah, so little cool Starcom man, magnets on his feet. So, and I've already checked upstairs that I don't have this one. So that's quite a cool little bonus. These are the ones that everybody had. I always talk about them. They were like, oh, his leg's falling off as well, but I've already got loads of these. But this is quite cool because this man shouldn't be in it. I want to say he's the one that drives the Dragon Wind. So I've already got a couple of him, but he's quite cool. But most importantly, there is this guy. Now, he is the character that comes with the command outpost. So I guess whoever owned this Thunder Hammer must have at some point had the command outpost as well. Now, while I've got one boxed, as I showed in my last video, I don't have one loose, so he can now quite proudly go on the shelf. And then finally, I've already got one, but it's always cool to have multiples. This is the guy who drives the Thunder Hammer, or the commander of the Thunder Hammer, and apparently his name's Jad. So there we go, we'll put Jad to one side. So then we've got some other bits. I've got this here, which not sure what this is. I actually think it could be part of the Thunder Hammer. It might go at the back. Yep, there we go. So it's gonna go at the back. I'll assemble that afterwards. But this is what really caught my eye. Now, it's a bit tangled up, but saw this on the picture and I was like, no, it's not, is it? And it is. Now I've not got one of these. I mean, this might just look like a little black ball hanging from a piece of string, but this actually is none other than, it's going to take a moment, none other than part of the original Millennium Falcon. Now, this is my one from the 80s, maybe even earlier, from when I was a kid. And if I pop this open, take 1 second. I've been missing this my whole life, but now I have the remote. How cool is that? Just a random eBay, something else that I was buying, and look, there's the remote that I've been missing for my whole life off of the Millennium Falcon. So actually, that's super cool. So I'll put that away. So my Millennium Falcon, from being a kid, it came from a car boot sale, is one step being a little bit closer to being completed. So super excited for that. And then other than the missiles and the pipes that go on the back, the other thing it came with this tiny little black thing, which if anybody that had the Gloop A-Team toys will know, that's from like BA's Ratchet set. So I've already got quite a few, but it can go in my 18 box. So yeah, that's quite cool. And that was my first pickup of the week. So I also managed to pick this guy up from a charity shop. Now, this lumberjack looking character is none other than the Hard Hat Horror from Ghostbusters. He came with his pickaxe, which is incredibly rare. But if I pull his feet down, wings come out, and then I'll flip this. There we go. We have Ghostbusters, but that's not the only Ghostbuster I've picked up. So I had a really, really good trip to my local toy shop as well. And I managed to pick Trevor up this week from the newer films. So it says it's on sale, but they're normally about the same price. But ever since pre-ordering the HasLab, I've been determined to pick up the figures that I've been missing. So if we pop Trevor open, here he is. I think he looks quite cool. Quite like this random little piece of paper, map of the old mine shafts and stuff. And then here's the figure. I feel like he's a little bit tall, but actually, I guess Finn Wolfhard had grown quite big by the time they made this. Also comes with a group of little Stay Puft Marshmallow people. Guess you can stick them round his neck. And we have Proton Pack, very, very cool. But most importantly, another piece to the builder figure. And I think that's going to be my aim now, is to try and finish both of these. I mean, obviously I've got a long way to go on this one, but try and finish both of these before the HasLab arrive, and then I can put them on my Ghostbusters shelf. But this wasn't the only thing my local toy shop had. Super excited. They had Cliff Jumper. So I walked in there just the other day, and they have a whole range of Transformers figures, all from like 4 years ago. And obviously I'm in there, you know, a couple of times a month sort of thing. But they've just bought a whole bulk load of Transformers, including, they've got a shelf of Cliff Jumpers. So actually that is pretty cool, because Cliff Jumper is like gold dust to find, and he goes for quite a bit on eBay. Like the rest of the Studio series, comes with a cool backdrop. Don't generally use them. Cliff Jumper's instructions. Do like the fact he has the big cannon on his shoulder. So yeah, Cliff Jumper looks really, really cool. And I do like how you can take this back piece off and he can use it like a shield. So yeah, really great week for pickups. Thank you very much for looking. Take care.